Have you ever found yourself staring at the clock, watching minutes tick by while your dreams remain untouched? You're not alone. Millions of people fall into this trap every single day, becoming prisoners of time instead of masters of their destiny. But what if I told you that the secret to breaking free lies in understanding one simple principle that a wise man discovered decades ago? Sam Levenson, a beloved American humorist and author, once shared words that would echo through generations. Don't watch the clock, do what it does, keep going. These aren't just pretty words on a motivational poster. They represent a fundamental shift in how we approach time, productivity, and life itself. Levenson understood something profound about human nature and our relationship with time that most people never grasp. Think about what a clock actually does. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't second-guess itself. It doesn't stop to wonder if it's moving fast enough or worry about how much time has already passed. A clock simply moves forward, 1 second at a time, with unwavering consistency. It embodies the law of time itself, constant, relentless, forward motion. Yet here we are, constantly checking our phones, glancing at our watches, calculating how much time we have left for our projects, our goals, our dreams. We become time watchers instead of time users. We become spectators in our own lives instead of active participants. This habit transforms time from our ally into our enemy, creating anxiety where there should be action. Consider Sarah, a graphic designer who dreamed of starting her own agency. Every morning she'd sit at her desk, look at her computer screen, then check the time. I only have 2 hours before my next meeting, she'd think. That's not enough time to make real progress on my business plan. So she'd scroll through social media instead, watching precious minutes disappear while her dreams remained stagnant. Sarah was watching the clock instead of doing what it does. She was focusing on time's limitations rather than embracing its consistency. The clock doesn't care if it only has 2 hours or 2 minutes. It keeps moving forward, making progress with every tick. When Sarah finally understood this principle, everything changed. She stopped watching time and started using it. Those 2-hour windows became building blocks for her future. The law of time isn't complicated, but it's revolutionary. Time moves forward whether you're productive or not, whether you're happy or sad, whether you're confident or afraid. Time doesn't pause for your doubts or accelerate for your enthusiasm. It simply continues, offering you moment after moment to make something meaningful happen. When you watch the clock, you're essentially waiting for the perfect moment, the right amount of time, the ideal circumstances. But the clock teaches us that there is no perfect moment. There's only this moment, followed by the next one, followed by the one after that. Each moment is an opportunity to take one small step forward, just like the clock's steady tick. This principle applies to every area of your life. Want to write a book? Stop calculating how long it will take and start writing 1 sentence. Dreaming of getting in shape? Stop worrying about how many months you'll need and take 1 walk today. Planning to learn a new skill? Stop wondering if you have enough time and watch 1 tutorial right now. The magic happens when you shift from time consciousness to action consciousness. Instead of asking, how much time do I have? Start asking, what can I do right now? This simple mental shift transforms you from a clock watcher into a clock imitator. You begin to embody the law of time by moving forward consistently, regardless of external pressures or internal doubts. Consistent action, even in small increments, creates momentum that compounds over time. The clock doesn't take giant leaps forward. It moves 1 second at a time, but those seconds add up to minutes, hours, days, and years. Your small, consistent actions work the same way. They seem insignificant in isolation, but they accumulate into remarkable achievements over time. People who master this principle understand that progress isn't about speed, it's about persistence. They don't worry about moving fast, they worry about moving forward. They don't focus on how much time they have, they focus on how they can use the time they're in right now. This mindset eliminates the paralysis that comes from feeling like you don't have enough time. The clock also teaches us about rhythm and consistency. It doesn't move in bursts followed by long pauses. It maintains a steady, predictable pace. When you apply this to your goals, you discover the power of showing up regularly rather than sporadically. 15 minutes of daily writing beats 3 hours of weekend writing followed by weeks of nothing. Think about the most successful people you know or admire. They're not necessarily the most talented or the most intelligent. They're the ones who keep going when others stop. They're the ones who understand that persistence trumps perfection, that consistency beats intensity, that forward motion matters more than current position. The beautiful thing about this principle is its simplicity. You don't need special skills, expensive equipment, or perfect conditions. You just need to do what the clock does. Keep going. When you feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of your goals, remember that the clock doesn't tackle the entire day at once. It handles 1 second at a time. When you feel discouraged by slow progress, remember that the clock doesn't speed up when it's behind schedule. It maintains its pace, trusting that consistent movement will eventually reach any destination. When you feel tempted to quit because success seems too far away, remember that the clock never stops, never gives up, never decides it's too hard to continue. Right now, at this very moment, you have a choice. You can continue watching the clock, measuring time, calculating limitations, and waiting for better circumstances. Or you can start doing what the clock does. You can take one step forward, then another, then another. You can embrace the law of time by becoming time itself, consistent, persistent, unstoppable. The clock on your wall is ticking right now. It's not watching itself. It's not worried about tomorrow or regretful about yesterday. It's simply doing what it does best, moving forward. The question isn't whether you have enough time. The question is whether you'll use this moment to start doing what the clock does. Will you keep going?